Hey, welcome back to Straight to the Wickets. My name is Dinesh.
And I'm Akilish, and we're here with our 2020 recap. So,
2020, a year that deservedly goes in the history books. Maybe not in a good way, but it's
yeah,
definitely going
definitely
in the history books.
a year that has just been complaining and just bad.
Yeah, one of the most unprecedented times in human history.
Would it be unprecedented? Unprecedented, technically, in human history? Because, like, there's, I'd say, like, the Black Plague was worse than this.
Well,
There's been terrible rulers before.
well, you got to think about it in perspective. When the Black Plague was happening, we didn't have the same technology and
There wasn't the same
advancements
kind of
that we
travel.
do now.
I think that's the
But
thing. I think it's travel. Like, because when that happened, it was really just Europe, right?
yeah, but you still had people traveling.
But not as much as like you'd have like a flight nowadays from US to China was probably the amount of people that would go from US to China in a year back then.
Maybe, probably.
So it's like in that way it's unprecedented because it's just more connection between the world, like to no stoppage.
You know what I've noticed? When people say that history repeats itself, it honestly really does.
Yeah.
1918, the Spanish flu. It's been about 100 years since that happened, and even in 2020, with the COVID pandemic, people are still doing the same exact things they were doing back then.
Yeah.
They,
It's
they,
surprising. Like we think it's gotten better right now,
but
but
it's
like
actually a
it's
whole
not.
lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
In
they
1918, people they had anti-maskers in 1918. There's anti-maskers now. There's
wait, they had a
people.
map back then.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I don't know. It's just kind of crazy that to think about how often history really does repeat itself.
But then, well, I mean, I feel like there's always going to be people that are against any move, like anti-maskers. Like, as long as there's masks, people are going to be against it. There's going to be like that group of people
It's just human nature, right? You,
to be.
you have to be against the like main the general consensus. There always has to be someone against it.
Yeah,
There's never going to be anything that all people agree on 100%.
exactly. There's like no one's ever going to agree on world peace, even
No.
though
Yeah.
people like a good amount of people say they want it. There's still a good amount of people that are like, we need war. And I mean,
Probably.
technically, there is one not good but not bad. Well, bad but decent reason in my opinion.
To have war.
To just yeah, but it's not really a decent reason. It's a terrible reason. There's only one like close to decent reason.
That's
It's
fair.
really just dealing with overpopulation. All it would be. I don't know. 2020. It started off bad too before even COVID.
Really, I thought it started off pretty decent. It was a new decade. Everyone was excited about it.
2020 vision.
Obviously, the pandemic, the COVID still existed before 2020.
Yeah, but it really
That's
started
called
picking up in
19.
March, right?
In the U.S., yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This year was a mix of bad leadership,
Yeah.
a bunch of worldwide problems that everyone's dealing with, and I think it's just been a tough year for most people.
It was definitely gonna be a hardest year. I think we figured that out in 2016 that this would be a hard year to deal with, but
Yeah.
I didn't expected this to happen. I mean, but even before that, wasn't there like the Australian wildfires, all those happening, and then like
There's so much that happened this year that it's all been overshadowed by COVID.
yeah, like I feel like it even without COVID, it was pretty bad, but not like terribly bad. But yeah, no, it has been. just getting worse and worse. And yeah, Kobe died before COVID really happened, right?
Yeah, Kobe died on January 26th. Donald Trump got impeached, something that basically everyone forgot about.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
the protests, no one forgot about those. We still have those going on. You know
Oh,
what?
those are.
One thing that we really totally just kind of like, it was kind of crazy. Um, that Kim Jong Un died.
Oh yeah. He
Remember when
died.
that happened?
He died and then came back to life.
Yeah, there
I
was
still
a
love.
bunch of speculation that he was either like about to die or he's already dead. And then
Yeah, because there
20
was no
days
footage.
later, he's just back.
So much interesting stuff. Damn.
That was pretty wild.
Kim Jong Un died. There's Trump. Just Trump overall. The whole year. I feel like people have forgot about the protests.
No, no, no. It's still well alive in people's minds. Because it's
Is it
not
so?
something that's going to be over in a month, over in a year. It's something that's going to, go on for a very long time.
But it's not. It's really not as prominent right now.
That will, yeah, that's fair.
Like there isn't anyone going around saying. Like there isn't many people going around saying much about it. There's no. There really hasn't been a protest. I think as of late. Has there?
I think there has been.
Nothing. I feel like there should be. They should have another prominent protest or something soon.
Probably.
Put attention because
Well,
right now it's just like no one really has to care about it if they're police or something.
yeah, maybe.
And I'm
Another
pretty
thing
sure
that
none of them.
happened. Another thing that happened was a Twitter hack. The guy from Florida who hacked a bunch of famous
Okay,
people's
that
accounts.
was a one day thing. I don't think
Yeah,
that
but that
really
was still
was.
kind of crazy though. Like, everyone totally forgot about the supposed murder hornets.
Yeah. Yeah, there was that Twitter hack. That was a one day thing of like he hacked what Elon, didn't he? A bunch of
Yeah,
people,
he,
not just
he
but
hacked Elon Musk, Joe Biden, Kanye West, Bill Gates.
it was like a high schooler from Tampa too, I think.
Yep,
I could
pretty
be
sure he
wrong.
went to Gaither High School.
Yeah, that's crazy. That he could just I mean I don't think like those
Pretty
people are
sure
writing like
I'm
they're having
pretty sure someone hired him.
oh to do it for them.
No, like they hired like a company hired
Oh,
him
to like
to become a white hacker.
oh maybe. What is there? There was one good thing. Oh yeah, Tesla. Their stock went boom this year.
Well, everyone's stock went boom this
No,
year.
no, no, no. Tesla grew this year.
Oh, you meant grew.
Yeah, no, no, no. A lot of people, like, interestingly enough, in my opinion, a lot of stocks haven't gone terribly.
Well, it was a crash and then it rose.
Yeah, it rose back, and Tesla's just been going the whole time.
It's kind of crazy how many not not how many important figures died this year, or how many people that we've just gotten so used to seeing kind of just
Ooh.
passed away. Alex
Okay, that's
Trebek,
not good.
Alex
Yeah.
Trebek, the Jeopardy host, Kobe Bryant, Diego Maradona, Chadwick Boseman, Eddie Van Halen, uh,
I feel like,
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a wild year.
Yeah, there's been a big amount of. I mean, I feel like there is a big amount every year. I feel like the main like ones here, are, like the younger people, like the people that you would think would have lived on, like Chadwick Boseman and like Kobe.
Um, yeah,
So, like Alex Trebek and Ruth Ginsburg would be like it'll happen one day. Like Jordan one day will be gone, but like it's sad to see
Yeah.
them gone now, kind of.
Mhm.
But with Kobe and like Chadwick Boseman, it's like they were just they were at a good age still.
Yeah, they were in their 40s and they still had a long time to go.
Yeah, it's been interesting year, hasn't it?
One thing that I think was kind of overblown this year was when Trump did something with an Iranian general with a drone, and then everyone was like, "Oh, World War III." Yeah, that was never gonna happen.
Okay,
People
but
just, huh?
people said that so many times this year.
World War III?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen because it was some. It wasn't realistic to happen.
No, it's realistic. Look, if you look at the people involved, it's realistic.
Maybe, but I don't think it was
If you're
as
level-headed and
prominent as
sane,
people said.
I don't think there would be a World War III if Iran was on one side against the U.S. But will it Iran?
Yeah, it was an Iranian.
Yes, I don't think. Yeah, that wouldn't cause war. But who knows with the people that were involved? When you're a bit cuckoo, you go a bit cuckoo. It's just cuckoo things.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's
oh
just,
man.
strangely enough, though, personally, although it's been a difficult year for most people, I've had actually one of the better years of my personal life.
Really, what happened for you that felt
It's a lot of like
good?
minuscule. It's kind of like a lot of minute things, but added together, they just it's been one of the better years. It's not. Yeah, it wasn't.
So you've been able to handle quarantine, kind of.
Honestly, I kind of enjoyed quarantine. It's nice to have some
I
time to yourself, and it's nice to be able to recap. Nice to be able to just have some more time to work on the things that you want to work on.
also yeah, you've been affected with it. I mean, I think it's just like
But I can totally understand
at
how
first
it's
it felt
different.
nice,
Yeah.
but then after a while you just feel stuck.
Yeah.
Like I feel like everyone hits a point where like as long as you continue this, everyone's gonna like there's gonna be like maybe even you are gonna hit a point and you're gonna be like okay, because like after some time
No,
there's
I
enough time to
definitely miss seeing people, and I'm 100% sure it's much worse for people with like mental health issues and stuff. Those people,
yeah.
that it's definitely a struggle for them. But
But like after a time of reflecting, it's like what is there to reflect on?
that's fair. That is fair.
That yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I guess. I mean, for me, it wasn't that great, so yeah.
I
And
mean, what
now
happened to you that made it not so great, other than the whole pandemic thing?
I think that's just it. Like once that hit, at first it was right, and then slowly, like my productivity and everything just went downhill. And then it was like, yep, nope, I'm done.
It was just
So
mentally
now I just,
exhausting.
yeah, I just feel burnt out.
That's fair. I mean,
There has been good stuff, but it's like there has been, yeah, to start off the year especially, there was good stuff. And throughout the year, there's been good stuff, but yeah, I feel like the bad outweighed the good, but that's probably a glass half empty mindset. But on that note, we have a word from our sponsors.
Do you want to talk to your friends about topics you enjoy and get paid for it? Then download Anchor. Anchor allows you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or computer and get paid for it. They will distribute your podcast for you through one click of a button to Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. An app like this should cost money, but it's free. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to say when people want to change something in life, I mean I am guilty of this as well, but when people want to change something in life, why do they wait to change that thing? I understand that there's circumstances that need to be proper to do it, but if you let's say it's something like, oh, I want to lose weight or I want to get healthier. Why say, oh, I'm going to start from Sunday? Why not just start tomorrow or start from the instance right there? I don't know. I guess it's just like personally, I guess it's just a newfound way of thinking that personally I've been doing. But like, I don't know.
I think it's always better when you start as quick as possible because then you're actually into it. Like when
Mhm.
you put off something for later, it's like the more and more time you get, it's like the mind just goes out completely on it.
Yeah.
And it's like the more and more time that you're never supposed to make a quick response to something, but like the more time you have to think about something, a good amount of times it can make it worse for stuff. It's like, when you have to get out of bed in the morning, if you don't just jump out, the more and more you lie there awake, it's just the harder it gets to get out of bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I do get what you mean. It's just yeah, it's just
I guess
something
it's
I've been kind
getting
of
time to
thinking
think.
about. It's like,
Because if you're comfortable, then you're like, okay, I have time to think and I'm comfortable enough where I am. So I don't feel like moving.
yeah. So like
But
this kind of comes back to that like New Year thing. I get that it's a new year, it's a new way to find yourself some hope and stuff, but if you're really wanting to change something, just do it. Why wait until the first? Just do it from like the 20th or do it from whenever you feel is the
the
right time
the
to start.
first probably happened by the time this episode's out. So all we're trying to do here is ruin people's mood.
No, I'm not trying to ruin someone's mood. I'm just saying that it's I just find it odd that when people want to change something, they give themselves a date to start from. When you really want to change, why not start changing from that instant?
I mean,
And again,
there's
I'm
a key
guilty
word.
of this as well. I'm
But
guilty
there's a
of
key
this
word
as
in there.
well.
There's a key phrase or words in there. They
Yeah,
don't really want to. If you don't really want to change.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you want to change, do it from right then. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. But when someone doesn't really want to change, the more time they get, they. So I guess the real advice here is, even if you really don't want to, just attack something right when you think about it instead of waiting, because then you'll possibly realize that you might not care as much, even though you could. It'll be better for you something. Like let's say running. If you say I'll run at 5 tonight instead of like at 7 in the morning right now, then once you get to 5, you'll be like I'm too lazy. But if you just ran at 7, you just got out and got out. You
Yeah.
just do it. And you'd be like, I want to run tomorrow now because of rainy day. But when you wait till 5, you're gonna be like, Netflix seems nice.
Yeah, no, it's just yeah, just a thing I've been thinking about because I personally do that a lot, and I want to change that way of doing that from tomorrow.
See,
Yeah,
putting
that
that
was
off. I see.
yeah. That's kind of funny though when people say I want to stop procrastinating. They'll be like, "Oh, I'll just stop procrastinating from tomorrow." You're procrastinating about not procrastinating.
Yeah, 'cause they don't want to do it now. So then it's like letting it more and more thinking that they don't want to do it. So yeah, it is what it is. It's failure. I mean, if you really think about it, isn't that, yeah, what it is?
That is what it is. That's my motto about life. It is what it is.
No,
And
I can't know that motto.
no, you can't.
I'm once something happens that I could have done, I'm like,
Well, no, if it's something I could have changed about, then yeah. But if it's nothing that's in my power, then it is what it is. I can't really do anything about it.
yeah. On that
And
note, that's the episode.
Happy New Year to you guys. Let this be a year that's prosperous and happy. So there's that. Thank you guys for listening and hope you have a good one.